John, thanks for coming in at relatively short notice. Just got some kind of important information that I need to share with you. So, as you've been aware, the business has been going through some difficulties recently. We've seen a big downturn in our work. You've kind of seen some of your kind of colleagues that have had relatively short service leave the organisation. We've looked at various cost-saving measures. We've tried to kind of get some input from the guys on the floor around what we could be doing to kind of save some money. We've been looking at other sales opportunities to try and kind of minimise that impact, a loss in revenue. But unfortunately, with the kind of current trading conditions the way they are, it now means we're going to have to look at looking at other cost-saving measures. And unfortunately, I'm kind of telling you today that your role's at risk of redundancy. What that means is that we're going to have to enter into a kind of consultation period. And the purpose of that, John, is where we'll kind of sit down on a one-to-one basis and just explore alternatives to redundancy and see if there's any other options available. I've got a letter which I'll give you that kind of explains that. What I'm kind of proposing is we'll have a one-to-one meeting in the next few days just to discuss that in a bit further detail. And then we'll just kind of go through the consultation process, and hopefully we can kind of move that along and hopefully find an outcome that kind of is suitable to both parties. As I say, it's a horrible situation to kind of be in, but we're kind of left with no option just with the current economic climate, I'm afraid. Appreciate that's probably come as a bit of a shock to you. I'll try and answer any questions you might have today, but anything that I can't answer, what I'll do is I'll kind of come back to you at the kind of consultation meeting next week. Anything you want to say?
Will it be made redundant today? Is that finished?
No, not at all. We're going to go through a consultation process with you. So you're very much business as usual. I do appreciate that it's come a bit of a shock, so if you want to go home early today, I don't have an issue with that, but I would certainly expect you back in as normal tomorrow. I've got in the letter the day that we're going to meet again, and that just gives you some time just to kind of digest what we've said today, get you to come up with some other options that you think might be viable, and I'm certainly going to do the same, and we can sit down and discuss that further. But yeah, you're not being made redundant today.
Is it just me? Why am I going?
One, you're not saying definitely going, but we need to kind of consult with you. There are other colleagues in the business who are also going to be affected. I can't kind of comment on who they are. That's obviously individual consultation in terms of the roles that they perform. But it's not something we've arrived at lightly. It's the last few months have been very, very difficult for us as a business, and we're kind of feel we're left with no option. But that's the whole point of consultation, is you may come up with ideas that we've perhaps not thought about. So let's engage in that process over the next kind of few days and see where it takes us.
Okay, right.
Obviously the one-to-one meeting, it's explained in your letter, you've got the right to be accompanied at that meeting, so that can be with a colleague, or if you're in a trade union, if they're an accredited trade union rep, they can come along to the meeting as well. But all that's in your letter, which I'll give you today, and then we can sit down and discuss it further at that point.
Okay, so I can bring somebody with me?
Yeah, you can, yeah. And I say that's all explained in your letter. So, and if you've got any questions before the kind of one-to-one consultation meeting, feel free to come and speak to me. If you've got any suggestions, and we're happy to listen to that as well.
How about redundancy? Do I get redundancy money, payments?
So if you are made redundant, so if we go through the consultation process and it's established there's no other suitable alternatives in the business and we have to make you redundant, then you would be entitled to redundancy payment. I've not calculated what that is at this stage, but given that you've asked that as a question, what I'll do is I'll kind of present that at the one-to-one meeting so you can get an understanding what that would look like. So obviously you've been here a number of years, so yeah, you would be entitled to redundancy payment if that's the final decision.
How many years?
You've been here 7 years.
Right, so how many years do I need to be to get redundancy?
2 years. So you've been here, so you've got more than 2 years service. So.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so as I said, it's no reflection on you as an individual, it's nothing to do with your performance, this is purely a business decision, and unfortunately you're the only person doing this role. We just feel that given what's going on, this role is no longer required, so that's kind of why we've arrived at this decision, but we can discuss it further at the one-to-one meeting. So again, apologise for being the bearer of the bad news, but this is the situation we're in at the moment, but we'll pick up further at the next meeting.
And that's in my letter?
That's in the next meeting. Yeah, absolutely.
How many meetings do I have?
We don't have a specific kind of time scale on it. We'll have the kind of next meeting. Right. You might come up with an alternative. We will then have to kind of go and explore it. So then be a further meeting. So yeah, there's no set time scale on it. It'll take as long as it needs to take. But we'll certainly kind of move that along as quickly as we can. But right. It's all about kind of trying to find alternatives. So we're certainly not going to rush the decision. So it's not a case of we meet today and you go. And and likewise when we meet again next week, it might not be the final meeting, there might be something else after it, so we'll just have to see what comes out of consultation over the next few days.
Right. Okay. I'm not happy, but
I
I understand. Okay, thanks.
So I'll catch up with you next week.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.